Thanks for sticking around for a great morning, and I think we're going to have some really interesting presentations today. So my name is Stewart Parker, and I'm the chair of the ARM Foundation Board. And we're going to spend a few moments this morning telling you a little bit about the activities of the foundation, why we are here, what we're doing, and how we're working with the ARM group, and give you a little bit of flavor of some of the very exciting projects that we're working on right now. So the foundation has been around since January of 2018, and we serve really as an educational and informational catalyst around issues and concerns and opportunities around cell and gene therapy and regenerative medicines. The goal really is to answer many questions that will accelerate access of our exciting therapies to patients. So the role really of the foundation, as I said, is to inform the public about benefits of our therapies, educate the public, provide a very high quality intellectual rigor to the programs that we're working on, and foster incredible patient involvement in our activities. We found when we surveyed different constituencies that there's sort of a shocking lack of information and knowledge and understanding out there about regenerative medicine, what our therapies can do, what they can't do, the challenges to getting them to the market, that's sort of our own version of last mile, and the value and the impact that they have on patient populations. So we really set out to try to answer some of these questions. Our board is shown here, and I won't go through name by name, but I feel that this is sort of our secret sauce in a way. It's a very diverse group. It consists of representatives from industry, representatives from patient groups, research institutions, other nonprofit foundations, and very definitely representatives from the ARM group itself. So it's a great opportunity to have disparate voices come together to help us accelerate our mission. So we work very closely with the ARM group, the Alliance, and we've really been able to build upon the incredible success of the ARM group and our own efforts. We do have some overlap, but ARM is focused on advocacy. We're focused on education. And together, I think we can really, as I've said, accelerate the opportunities to get these therapies into the hands of the patients and the clinicians to make a major difference in terms of how we can treat disease. We currently have 3 work streams that we're involved with: our Healing Genes Education Program, our Health and Economic Impact Program, and our Infrastructure Program. And I'll turn the podium over to Morrie Ruffin, who's our Executive Director, to tell you a little bit more about these programs. And also I should let you know that today is Morrie's birthday. So I won't ask you to sing, but just when you see him in the hallway, say happy birthday to him.
40 years today. I also want to actually thank Stewart for her incredible leadership, really in helping us launch the foundation. Stewart is someone I've known for a number of years, and we really couldn't think of anybody better to help us with the important task of launching this and getting it off the ground. She's got incredible experience and passion for this sector, which she brings to the work of the foundation every day. So, Stewart, we're very grateful to you for everything you've done. I want to highlight a couple of things, as Stewart mentioned. So we have the 3 work streams. We're going to talk to you a little bit about the Healing Genes Education Program, which is our flagship program. And this is really designed to help patients and families and caregivers and other key constituencies in the sector understand the potential of cell and gene medicine, to be a resource for them with really important details and information about what cell and gene medicine does for the community, for patients, and to be really that final credible source that they can all go to access this information. We do this by working very closely with the patient community, as I mentioned, and we're going to talk to you about that a little bit more. But I think we have prepared for you today a video. So this is a video that really introduces the foundation, and it'll give you a little bit of a flavor for what the foundation is about. So hopefully everything is queued up properly here, and we should be able to start.
When you have a chronic illness, you learn how to hurt.
Gene therapy is really the fix, and it's the only fix, right now in our disease space.
Well, even though I've lost my child, I am still hopeful, and it's because there is so much hope.
This is going to be a remarkable change in the way we practice medicine.
Gene therapy treats the root cause of the disease for a patient with a genetic disease.
Genetic disorders are often caused by faulty genes or errors in our body's instruction code and can create painful, life-threatening health issues. While genetic disorders can be complex, there are some treatment options available, and more are on the horizon.
We're seeing for the first time the promise that started more than 20 years ago, which is that we're able to go in and actually fix diseases. It's clearly a time in which we are now going to be able to harness the promise of cells as a therapeutic and genes to change the course of disease. And the opportunity is now shifting from the idea that you can only take a stem cell and repair an injured tissue to the idea of using cells as a vehicle to deliver a therapeutic and to heal. And that's perhaps one of the most exciting parts.
What's exciting is that for patients, there is a safe alternative to the other therapies that are available today. And rather than waiting a long time for the patient's own body to, in some cases, try to repair the injury, we're able to do that outside of the patient's body with their own cells and provide a personalized cell therapy that ultimately restores function more quickly and treats pain at the source.
We take genetic information that's outside of the body, and through molecular surgery, we introduce it into the cell. And when it goes into the cell, it's almost like if there's a light bulb out, you're swapping out the light bulb, and with that new information, things become functional and they begin to work again.
So gene therapy could be used and is being trialed right now for more common diseases. For example, heart disease, Parkinson's disease, even osteoarthritis.
We're really on the cusp of major advances in cell and gene medicine, yet at the same time, the vast majority of people really don't understand what cell and gene medicine and gene therapy is.
The ARM Foundation for Cell and Gene Medicine is a leading voice in engaging and educating patients, caregivers, the community, healthcare providers, and medical researchers about a variety of topics in cell and gene medicine.
Our flagship educational program is called Healing Genes. The website is healinggenes.org.
All of our resources are really designed to help people learn about cell and gene medicine in a simple, easy way to make this journey a little bit easier.
Healing Genes is a great resource because it teaches people the overall science and terminology.
It's really important for us as patient advocacy organizations to be able to send patients to websites and to content that they can trust is accurate.
We are spending a lot of our time and attention on making sure that we have the most accurate information available to patients, caregivers, and other stakeholders. And we're doing that by working with the real experts in the field.
These new therapies are changing medicine and transforming lives, and there's so much potential for them, but we can't reach the full potential unless we as a society understand them, understand how they work, and the benefit that they have to our families.
Everyone's life is going to be touched in some way by the advances that are being made in cell and gene medicine.
I think in the future what we'll see is that you'll go see your doctor and he will have information about your entire genome.
We have a mission to help patients and the public writ large understand how these technologies work, why they work, and ultimately what they can do for patients in terms of saving lives, transforming their lives, and helping them really live the highest possible quality of life that they can.
With cell and gene medicine, the future of healing is at our doorstep. Join our community at healinggenes.org.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for allowing us to share that with you this morning. So this is really the introductory video for the work of the ARM Foundation that we're using through our website. We also have other content and educational content that we have presented in video form as well, and that can all be accessed through the healinggenes.org and the ARM Foundation websites. We are, as I think I mentioned earlier, just really launching the Healing Genes educational portal. It's in its soft launch phase. We introduced it to a number of the patient groups last week at the Global Genes Conference to really a resounding acceptance from them as a resource that they desperately need as they're doing their work. And so we're going to be working with them over the next few weeks really to refine it before we officially launch it at the end of October. So I just want to mention a few of the other projects. So as I said, Healing Genes is our flagship educational program. We also have a number of other activities within the education work stream that Stewart described, our nomenclature summit, and then we're doing science briefings for journalists. We also have a clinical research awareness program that we are rolling out also this fall, and we're working with a number of groups on that because this is a very important need in the community as well. And I want to talk a little bit about the economic impact or value impact program. So this was the second work stream of the foundation, and this also fills a very important need, and that is really to understand the value of these therapies in a broader context, not necessarily something that is specific to a certain drug or even a disease area, but to really make it something that we can understand more in a macro context. So this is an effort that involves a number of groups working with us with experience in modeling disease, and this is to bring in other impacts, societal impact, the cost to families and caregivers, and all of you who are involved in caring for people with rare genetic disorders and the diseases we're treating with cell and gene medicine. So this will be a very important contribution, I think, to what we're trying to accomplish with both ARM and the ARM Foundation. And then lastly, I wanted to mention another program that we're just getting off the ground this fall as well, which we're calling the STRIDE Initiative. And this refers to a state-focused educational effort around rare disease and how rare disease can be treated with cell and gene medicine. This is something we recognized as very important as we get out into the community talking to various leaders at the state level, state healthcare officials, Medicaid directors, physicians, hospitals operating in states and regions around the country. And there's some very good work going on there now, but we really need to coordinate this effort, and that's what the STRIDE Initiative will do. So we're very excited about this program and all of these programs. So if you have interest in any of these, we encourage you to get in touch with us, visit our website, reach out to me, to Susan Sikora, Stewart, any of the members of our foundation. Heather Brown is also here with us today. She's, I think, in the room somewhere, but the lights are off. But she is also a tremendous resource.